Jakai. All right, I thought today was a really good practice. I thought our guys' energy came out with a real purpose. It started in the meeting room. Thought the attention, the intensity, how we carry that over to walkthroughs, individual work, and then some of the competitive drills that we were able to work through, situational. I mean, it was all pretty dang good. One of our better practices we've had this year. So I like seeing the continued growth. You get to this point of the season, and it's just that not getting distracted by the things of how your body might feel, or just the continued grind of the season. You see a team that's working to get better, and that's what I'm really proud of. And I thought today we were able to accomplish what we wanted to, and still some mistakes, still some things that we got to get cleaned up. But I thought they had a great purpose for what we needed to get accomplished today, and we're going to come out and be better tomorrow.
Seemed like you guys threw it constantly.
Oh, we did. There were still a couple missed opportunities there, in finishing catches. But I thought there was a lot of great plays that showed up today. Guys are competing for the ball. One of the things you look back and we missed some opportunities in the game Saturday, and we've got to capitalize on all of them. Whether it's where we're locating the ball, finishing those plays. We really emphasize a lot with the ball security. Post catch. How we're playing, trying to maximize every yard that we can get. So those are all things that are a big emphasis, and it was good to see him show up today and be able to execute that.
Is there any kind of benefit, I don't know, from having the Miami and the Florida games so close to each other? Like, is that the memory of that success and what had to go into winning that game going to help you guys this week?
I think all experiences are experiences that build up to, the opportunity that we have this week. And I think, the Boston College, being the most recent game, there were a lot of things we learned from that one. I think if we don't take all the lessons, then it won't matter. And that's when you play a rivalry game, you play in big games. I mean, that's in my experience, it's that consistent growth. Both of the last two games look different in how they ended, but we were able to find a way in both of them. And so there were things that probably made both games closer than they needed to be, but also things that our guys were able to do to finish it. So, I think our guys understand the expectation and what we need to do.
Maybe not had that consistent week in, week out number one receiver this year, but you kind of made up for it, especially lately, getting so many guys involved. How helpful is that? How good has Jordan been at spreading the ball around to so many different guys? Yeah,
I mean, for Jordan, trusting his eyes, being able to go through his progressions, doing the things necessary, and locating and distributing the ball. Plus, it shows opportunity of guys. That are growing, and guys that are showing that they can be consistent in what we need them to do, and that's something that you want to see. You want to see guys that can continue to go out there and perform when they get their opportunities, that those top guys are definitely going to emerge.
Do you look at every play of every game when you look to scout an opponent? Because, obviously, at one point in the season, they're playing number one in the country down the wire, and then other games.
I watch. I try to watch all. And it's there's times that when you get to week 12. There's times you might have to be a little selective on time. But I went back and last night I watched Mississippi State and Louisville to watch the last time. The Coach Knox was the interim in some of the decisions, just to get a feel for that. So it is. Those are all things that I try to look at and evaluate, whether it's in the personnel, whether it's changes in scheme. You watch our season from week one to where we are now. We've continued to evolve and, grow as a football team. So that's going to happen with each team. And so, yes, to answer your question, I do look at, I watch a lot of it.
As it pertains to Jermaine, I'm sure when you talk to a kid, you think you know what you have. Once you got him on campus, when did you know you got exactly what you thought?
It shows up in the workouts. It shows up, on the practice field. Just the personality. The time and investment of what he was willing to pour in. I'll never forget the first meeting that we had. He went into the D-line room and stood up, introduced himself, and you told that group that he was going to give everything he had, for them. And that he wasn't coming in trying to just assert himself as a leader, but that his actions would hopefully put him in position to be able to do that. I thought that was a a great first step. And then, people coming in from the outside, so sometimes, they really get concerned with just their experience. But, trying to be a positive benefit to those around you, I think that's what we've seen in a lot of places within our football team. Kier Thomas is another one. You see the impact that he's made within that room. Fabian Lovett, George Driver, the guys that maybe have started their careers at different places, but when they came here for all the reasons. And, we're very selective in who we want to bring, making sure it's a right fit for Florida State, and those guys, no doubt, were the right fit, and who they are on the field as well as off the field, helping impact this program.
A guy like Akeem who started in the past and then they take the backup role and has to fight back through that. Are there like a lot of one-on-one conversations through that, or is it more just? I mean,
it's a little bit of both. There's times that especially with his position coach, Coach Fuller, and then, being able to even get to myself. You want to see that growth, and you got to be open and transparent of the things that you see in the areas that he has to improve and the steps that he has to take to put himself in that position to regain, the opportunity, whether it's starting or how much playing time you get, and you'll see swings of that throughout a college career, and there's sometimes guys are frontline go-to players, and if their role kind of changes a little bit, what are they going to do to earn it back? And so you have to have that communication, with everyone. And then there's just sometimes you go into games and the play count's maybe not what you want it to be for some circumstance or there's some situation that shows up, and you just got to maximize the opportunities that you get, and then you continue to respond, continue to get better. But I thought Akeem as a guy that's really grown, not only just the last couple of years, but really throughout the course of this season. And I think the last couple of weeks he's played his best football, and we need him to even take it up a notch here this week ahead.
Good.
All right, great job, guys. Man.